Da sind wir wieder mit Bastion. Mal wieder ein paar Splitter so.
Point Flammen. If the wilds could ever be tamed, it was gonna happen right here.
Ja, das meine ich mit dem Bogen.
But now, the greatest outpost past the city line is nothing but a freak show.
Kann nicht sterben, wenn ich sie angucke.
The army's triggers once had the place on lockdown.
Neues Gewehr. Oh Mann, so ich habe den Bogen ausgerüstet.
Blam, just like my fighting days. Gun like that can even put the wilds in check. Point Flammen seen better days for sure, but it ain't done. Whole place shudders in a fit. The grand rail of Point Flammen. Not only is it still there, it still works. Of course, it's no longer shipping hides and alloys and
Ah,
spices.
ich wusste nicht, dass das hier auf Geschwindigkeit geht, Leute.
Just as long as he can stay clear of the trouble on the tracks. Grand rails all blown over with things of calamity chewed up and spat out. Things eager to take back their turf.
Meine Güte.
Kid don't let so much as one of those things slip by. Lunkheads settled in like they own the place.
Oh, ich hab keine.
Takes fancy footwork on the rail. Wallflowers coughing fungus everywhere. Only one man
Oh,
cured cough
instant.
like that. The place used to be closed off, but now it's split open like a rotten pineapple.
Das ist natürlich stark, deswegen, aber dauert zu lange eigentlich.
course, the grand rails seem much more.
In der Zeit habe ich jetzt zweimal mit dem Bogen geschossen.
Near on 50 years ago, first shots fired in the Ura-Selandian War. It was right here that Zolf's Ura forefathers decided to mix it up.
Trotzdem hat Gefühl, dass ich mit dem Bogen
Okay, so maybe we didn't
safe
get their
unterwegs
sign
bin.
off on the whole grand rail thing.
Weniger Damage bekommen, weil
That was
ich
bad.
viel früher reagieren kann. So zum Beispiel. Oh.
The rail must have shook the Ura to the bone down in those dens of theirs. Well, the rail won't last much longer now that the kid took the shard. It's still got one good run in store for him, though. All the rotten wood there on the rails turned it into swamp weed central.
Gelaufen, ich war ein Idiot manchmal.
Ever tried dancing side to side while holding your breath? While choking on swamp weed? Peckers trying to prick you in the eye. Well, let me tell you, it ain't fun.
Mal kurz komplett den Überblick verloren.
Zelandia lost many good men on the rail. But then at last, it's the end of the line. You'll be picking swamp weed out of those boots for days. Turns out he's got company up at the rail station waiting for him. Not just another wallflower pincushion, mind you. At first, he thinks it's Zolf. Turns out he's wrong. This is for you, says the man. Then wham! When the kid comes to, the man's long gone. But something else is there. Well, what's a kid to do? He took the shard, he took the hit, and he took that note.
He took the shot, he took the hit, no, he took the
That note cuts straight to the heart of things, don't it? It ain't too late to unlock the potential of this place. Finding gourmet ingredients ain't easy these days, but we'll take what we can get. The note says it plain. Zia, go east to learn the truth about the calamity and our people.
Ich dachte, das war nicht so.
I'll be waiting. Sincerely, Zolf. Zolf's messenger was one of his people.
Ja.
Wonder just how many of them survived, and what exactly Zolf told him. Ain't saying much, but that's the greatest forge in all the city. That's the way to make every shot count. Even the
Aber
army
wenn das
never
viel
issued
schneller geht, dann ist das
carbines
doch
in such fine
interessant.
shape. Sometimes a brusher's bite just ain't enough. That's what the
Dann testen wir es
carbine.
doch nochmal.
The shards are
Jetzt
getting
nochmal
harder to
2
find.
Geschwindigkeitsboni bekommen. Können wir auch einmal in die Challenge davon rein.
Ceylonia's army only took the best, and the best of them trained on Trigger Hill. The Triggers believed they were nothing without their rifles. Nothing beats the feel of shooting a Ceylonian army carbine. Sometimes you had to take care to steady your shot. The Triggers had clearance to modify their guns however they chose. Some felt the course was too easy, so the Triggers spiced things up a bit.
Aber weniger Schüsse erledigen.
The Triggers were better.
Das war's schon. Naja. Eine Sekunde verpasst. Müssen wir nochmal machen, das schaffen wir da direkt.
His ears must be ringing after all that shooting.
Ja, auch zweimal daneben geschossen.
If you
Easy.
want to master the art of the firearm, then the place to go is Trigger Hill.
Stark. Für Anfang schon wieder.
Sometimes you had to shoot from the hip. You had to keep moving to avoid getting burned. Kid blows through that course like it was nothing.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
The Ceylonian army would have recruited him in a flash.
Was habe ich da eigentlich für Items bekommen? Na, ich habe nicht genug Dings. Aber vielleicht kriegen wir hier noch was.
The Triggers, my brothers,
Das, da können wir es
greatest
direkt
men I ever
aufwerten.
knew.
Mal aufwerten hier. Guck mal, das sind sogar noch 2 mehr. Schnelleres Nachladen, kritische Trefferchance.
It's no longer a weapon, it's a precision
Da muss
instrument.
Geschwindigkeit drauf, die ist langsam, die Waffe.
Not everything blew up in the calamity.
Manches war schon im
Why
Arsch.
Colford Cauldron here blew up way ahead of its time. The cauldron boiled over some 300 years ago. They say it filled the skies with ash and the lakes with molten rock. If you wanted to survive something like that, you had to learn to adapt.
Chillig.
So in a way, the beasts of the wilds, they're all survivors too.
Ja, 3 ist also auf der Plattform, wo gerade schon Gegner waren, nochmal spawnen. Das war bisher aber nicht so.
It takes a certain stubborn pride to keep on living in a place like this. As for us, we learned an awful lot from Culford Cauldron. That learning led to some interesting inventions. The raw power of the world fell right into our hands.
Zwei super langsame Waffen. Attacke kriege ich trotzdem halt immer durch, wenn ich nicht treffe.
Sure, we dusted off a good many secrets out here. But we discovered other things we're better off not knowing. The unforgiving scent of sulfurous dirt.
Die gehen auch einfach random hoch, oder was? Ich check's noch nicht so ganz.
The taste of air so hot it sticks to your lungs.
Was hab ich denn jetzt getroffen? Was trifft mich?
All sorts of awful things crawling underfoot. Never thought we'd find so much life in all that ash.
Sich das lohnt, das alles mal wegzumachen?
We kept on sifting through the cauldron's secrets anyway.
Scheiße, jetzt spiele ich weiter. Weil der Speer die Dorn wahrscheinlich genauso weg war. Die Richtung wird nicht gedrückt.
Place is inhospitable as they come. But still we pressed on. After all, when we look down inside Colford Cauldron, look down through all the smoke and flames, we saw in there the heart of the world. The heart now laid bare by the calamity. We had to have it. As for the kid, he just has to get that shard out of there. Too bad taking that thing woke up every last stink eye from here to Charleston Bog.
Check ich auch noch nicht.
Kid's thinking he's got to trek all the way back around the cauldron. Luckily, the cauldron cooked up a little shortcut for him. Sure, it ain't the most convenient path.
Okay. Oh, Luftbrücke nur.
Biggest stink guy he's ever seen's waiting for him on the other side. Well, it ain't polite to stare. But where there's one stink eye, there's always more. Cauldron's tenants all gather up to bid the kid a fond farewell. The kid don't shed any tears for him, though. With a good spyglass, you can still see the cauldron from the city.
Jetzt
All
alles
the
aber.
fires died out. there's nothing left of it. It comes back looking like the inside of a chimney. The shard works like a charm. You can hear the monument's heartbeat again. We're all a little short on friends these days, so that's a welcome sight. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over.
Jetzt haben wir ein paar mehr auch noch. Es gibt natürlich auch noch mehr Kohle.
They said the wild could never be tamed. If only they could see us now.
Fangen wir noch nicht.
At least it won't get cold around here with that thing around.
Warum darf ich das nicht? Wahrscheinlich ist es auf kombinierbar. Ach, ich hab nicht gedacht.
On the inside, a fire bellows
das ist
ain't
für
nothing like
Bosse
its
besser
more
auf jeden
popular
Fall.
hair-spitting cousin. When one type of firepower ain't enough, there's always the carbine and the bellows.
Und jetzt schauen wir noch mal schnell hier in die Feuerübung.
Welcome to Grady Incinerator, home of the hottest wings east of Celandia. In all seriousness, the incinerator was a dump, and it had a problem with peckers. Blasted things would swoop in and spread trash all around, until we started using fire. We couldn't just torch them all at once. We had to use restraint.
Was? Ja, ich muss mehr. Okay, wir haben es Überfall aufs Upgrade. War gar nicht so schlecht. Dann
You'd almost think those peckers like getting cooked.
sehen wir uns nächste Woche wieder mit einer nächsten Folge Bastion. Ringer.